Welcome back, everybody. It's CTV Boarding Live in our On the Market segment. Kent Brown's here from Royal LePage, Team Realty, the owner, broker of record. Welcome back. I like your jersey.
Kurt, I heard you at 6:30. You said they were struggling and needed help on the finish of the road trip.
Right.
10 days till St. Patrick's Day, and I thought I'd give them a boost.
Those are wonderful jerseys, and I believe they were auctioned off for charity, and you happened to pick one up.
I happened to get one last St. Patrick's Day.
Isn't
so
that
it's
nice?
my treasure.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Listen, last time you were here, we had an excellent discussion on choosing an agent and some of the things that people should be prepared for when it comes to purchasing or selling a home. We're going to further that discussion today.
Well, I thought I'd look at some of the costs you might come across when you're buying or selling. And again, we reinforced last week, plan ahead. Get to know exactly what it is you're going to be paying. Sellers, they're coming into the market, don't fall for gimmicks. I'll buy your house in 30 days, or I'll buy it myself if it doesn't sell. You don't want to go for that. Do your homework, find out what an agent provides, find out exactly what the services they're going to give you.
Right.
Find out their track record and plan ahead and work that cost into your price.
Kent, is it more a matter of cost that you just don't know about rather than calling them hidden costs? Do you know what I mean? There's some things you just are unaware of when you go into, especially the first time.
Well, for the sellers, you'll be given a commission up front. It's more important what services are not going to be provided. There are some agents that will charge you almost nothing and do nothing, not even come to your home. There are some that will give you the complete and full package. Find out what you get for your money. For buyers, yes, I think there are some hidden costs. As a general rule, though, the sellers pay the commission. That's done up front because buyers, it's sort of factored in. They're technically both paying it, but buyers can't finance a commission, and you can't borrow. They're using their money for the down payment.
Right.
So it's hard to get that money as an extra to pay commission. So as a rule, sellers pay commission, but buyers still have to factor in about 2%. They have legal fees that might run them $1,000, $1,500. They have disbursements, which would include title insurance that might run them another $800 to $1,500.
Yep.
They've got disbursement or adjustments at the end. They may have to pay for an oil tank.
Right.
$1,000.
Aren't there registration costs and all that sort of thing?
About 2%. And a big one, Kurt, you have to pay land transfer tax, which is it's a federal tax, about 1%.
That's the one that got me, and it's one that I remember paying the first time around, but the second time around, I didn't really realize that was coming up, and the next thing you know,
and I said
there's
federal,
a big
it might
cost.
be provincial, but Toronto's added another one in, but you pay about 1%. So if you're paying buying a $400,000 home, there's a $4,000 fee that is stuck in there as well.
Right.
So when you factor in your costs, you've really got to be prepared.
How do I find out about these things, Kent? Is it up to, do you verse your agents in talking to their clients, be they buyers or sellers, about the costs they're going to incur? Because there's nothing worse than getting that big 1% surprise down the road.
If they get a surprise, the agent hasn't done their job. I like to think that when you meet with an agent, they give you the bottom line. So as a buyer, you would work with a buyer under a buyer agency agreement. Say, what am I looking at here? Now, they will refer you to a lawyer who's got a much more detailed list, but an agent should be able to say, look at 2 to 3%. Moving, drapes, appliances, things you need, a handyman. You've put all your money into the down payment.
Oftentimes people have lawyers for different things, not necessarily real estate lawyers. Do agents have a list and make recommendations when it comes to that?
Any agent should be giving you a list of 3 to 5 people. They all have their favorites, but if I refer you to one guy and the deal goes bad, that looks bad on me.
Right.
We'd like to give you a list. We'd like to see, and there are lawyers who specialize in real estate or family law.
That's
or
what they
litigation.
do, yeah.
Go get a good lawyer, and again, plan ahead with your lawyer. Ask for referrals. Ask friends who did you use. Meet a lawyer. You want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
You can also put into your agreement of purchase and sale that once you've bought, it's conditional upon your lawyer approving the agreement. Get the bottom line. It's very, very important.
Yeah, and make sure, like you say, when you select an agent, it's one who's giving you all that information, because a lot of times the home buyer especially is unaware of these things, especially the first time around.
Well, there's a lot of different business models out there. So find out what business model is being offered by your broker, and do your homework.
Lots of information for you, but the best thing to do is call Kent and his team at Royal LePage Team Realty and get the information you need, and give yourself plenty of time to make those decisions before you enter into any sort of agreement to buy a home, right?
Well, you can go to rlpottawa.ca as well. We're representing 3 Royal LePage in Ottawa. There's Team, Gale, and Performance, 3 great firms, 800 agents, 32% of the market will give you what you need.
Kent Brown here on the Market. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
I'll look forward to it.